Hi, let's learn how to calculate the correlation coefficient R, or they call it Pearson correlation coefficient. So for example, we have this data. It is just a dummy data. So we have the 10 students, and with our two variables, the continuous variables, the grit and the resilience level. So we will try, or the objective that we have is to determine the linear relationship level between these two variables, the grit and resilience. So what is this resilience? So in other words, this is an emotional stamina, or some researchers would say it's a person's positive emotion, while the grit is the passionate commitment to a single mission and unwavering dedication to achieve that mission. So in other words, grit is the long-term perseverance of a person. So we will determine if these two variables, the grit and the resilience, have a relationship to each other. So we have these 10 data from 10 students. So let's say it is from a certain survey. So using the Pearson correlation coefficient, we have this formula. The formula is R is equal to, or rho in a Greek letter, is equal to N, or the sample size, summation of xi, yi, where I ranges from 1 to n, minus the summation of xi multiplied to summation of yi, where I ranges from 1 to n, divided by square root of sample size, summation of xi squared, where I ranges from 1 to n, minus the quantity squared of summation of xi, where I ranges from 1 to n, and then multiply that to your sample size, or number of observations, multiplied to summation of yi squared, where I ranges from 1 to n, minus the summation of yi quantity squared. So given the example, let's input that to our calculator. I am using the FX991ES Plus. We have 3 stat, and then number 2, and then we have these two variables, the two columns, the x and y. So we will encode the grit to the x column and the y for the resilience. So 32 equals 51, 20, 50, 15, 13, 30, 40, 41, 55. So just scroll up, or arrow up, and then encode the y variable, or we have here the resilience. 40 equals 55, 31, 61, 33, 25, 36, 47, 53, 66. Okay, so we have here already in our calculator. Okay, to continue, we have our n. We have our n, or sample size, or number of observations, 10, and then summation of xi, yi. So shift 1, sum. So summation of xi, yi is number 5. So press 5. And then we have here 1, 7, 3, 3, 8. And then summation of xi. So we have here 2, 3, 4, 7. And then summation of xi squared. We have here number 1. Press 1. 1, 4, 1, 2, 5. And then summation of xi squared, quantity squared of summation of xi. So we have summation of xi equals 347 squared we have 1, 2, 0, 4, 0, 9. And then we have the y variable, summation of y. We have number 4, press 4, so we have 4, 4, 7, and then summation of yi squared here, 3, so we have 21691. And then this is for summation of y squared, and then for 447 squared we have 199809. So our summation of yi squared, we have 21691. And then summation of yi, quantity squared, we have 199809. So to substitute the value in our formula, we have here, again, this is our formula. So let's just substitute it. The n is 10. And then summation of xi, yi, we have here 17338. And then we have the summation of xi, 347. So let's just substitute the value here. And then so we will arrive here. But remember, square root of 10 multiplied to 14125 minus 120409, and then multiplied to 10 times 21691 minus 199809. Remember this, you have to operate this one first in this bracket, and then after that we have here 173380 minus 155109 divided by square root of 20841 multiplied to 17101. And then the answer is, we have here 18271 divided by square root of 356401941. So to get the ratio, we will arrive to the answer of 0.9678148,628. So to round off, approximately our person correlation coefficient is 0.968. So if you want to determine the level of the linear relationship between our two variables, please be guided with this person correlation coefficient guide. If we have a raw value or r 0, that means there is no linear association. And also if the value is between 0 and 0.2, it's very weak. And then 0.2 to 0.4, it's weak linear association. And then 0.4 to 0.6, moderate. And then 0.6 to 0.8 is strong relationship. And then 0.8 and less than to 1 is very strong. And then if you have the 1 person correlation coefficient, then you have the perfect linear relationship or perfect linear association. So in our case, we have the 0.968. So we are here 0.9. We have a very strong linear association. That means the grit and the resilience has a very strong linear association. So that's how you compute your person correlation coefficient. And then if ever you want to check if you have a correct answer, you just press Shift 1, and then you have an option there, the type sum. Let's use the 5 or the regression. Press 5, and then look at the number 3, it's R3, 0.96. So we have the same answer with our manual computation.